Karen S., and welcome to the House of Witchcraft. I've been doing magic for a very long time now, and I'm so happy to open up my cottage to you. Come on in.
Hello, House of Witchcraft folks, and all of you other magical creatures on YouTube. So happy you're here. Today I got a pretty straightforward question to ask everyone. Is East really for air? Who says so? Why? And what if I ain't feeling the whole, ooh, I gotta make air, ooh, I gotta bring air. Alright, what if I'm like, I mean, which, as you saw, I pulled some different symbols here, so I wanted to make sure that you saw them. When we talk about these different symbols, the different things, and what if to me in the South, is air? What to me in the West is where the wind blows, the East is where I see the ocean, and who says what? All right, well, historically, on a scholarly level, guess what, folks? It's based within cultures and regions. And here in America, if we get into our Native American tribes, all right, we will find that different tribes have different associations because it's based on where they are geographically. So, is East really for air? Yeah, sometimes, depending on where you're living, where you're standing, your geographical location. So really, witches, this is about getting in your backyard or getting in your space. And even if you're in your apartment and your apartment is facing, so it may, the sun is coming up at a certain time, you associate that to fire, all right? And for you, in the East is fire, all right? But which way is yours? Is the right way? Which one do you write down? The one that feels right. How do you figure out how to do it? Well, you get out there under a new moon, under a full moon. And when we're working discoveries, it's always best to work with an ascending energy. So you want to work on the upside of your full moon, or you want to work within right at that illumination of the new moon. All right, because this is where we're trying to open up and figure out things. Think about it, ascending, we're moving towards it. If we're on a descending side of a full moon, the waning side of a full moon, that's when we're, wanting sort of to pop things away from us. All right, so the East has part of the Magnus, to know, to will, to dare, to keep silent. Each one has an element that corresponds with it. All right, the power to know, all right, that the association to it is air. By high magic, occult association to it is East. Okay, and that is some old dude sitting up in a tower who read a lot of books and decided that this was the way. Now, is it your way? And that's where you have to really get up into your space and see how it's making you feel. And get out different physical representations, all right? And see which ones work. Not everybody likes feathers. Not everybody likes bells. I love bells. They're just a little on the side. I don't know if you can actually see, but I normally have about 3 or 4 different types of bells I keep, because I will sit and ring them accordingly to find the sound I'm looking for the evening. So I like doing that, whereas someone else may pick up the bell and be like, okay, I'll ring it 3 times. All right. This is a bronze knife. This is typically a spirit knife. We, for calling spirits, casting circles. This is what I like to use. It was given to me appropriately. It is with respect. I use and understand this item is what I'm saying. We talk a lot, I get about that appropriation, and I'm like, okay, first, I think that's the trigger phrase designed just to keep us all at each other. And what we need to really be asking is, are you respecting or are you disrespecting? And give the person a chance to tell us the context of everything behind it. It's not a flat line statement that you can make because we have too much blending. We are one funky gumbo, and we do need to keep the funk in the gumbo. All right? Okay, that was a little side note there. But back on to Izzy's for Air. Yeah, okay, if you're feeling it, then yes it is. No, if you're not, then you need to rearrange your elements. If where you stand outside, where if you are blessed and you have an outdoor space and you have a westerly wind that comes through, then that might be your air. And especially if you're located on the East Coast, I'm making sure I'm on the right side of the, or if you're located somewhere globally where you look out on the east side or you look on the north side or whatever side and you see water, all right, then that is where the element of water is for you. When all of this was all originally done and the first dude, or I would like to think woman, just saying, was out there, and these associations and the elements to, correspondences, they were based on where they stood in that moment. And ultimately that's what you need to do, which is you need to go stand in your moment, take a couple of deep breaths, all right? Start calling in air, and then turn towards where you feel. And there's where air is. Call in the element of water. Ask it to show you where it is. All right? Let spirit realm folk help, okay? Because remember, we always are working our connections with divinity, with spirit realm, and the land we stand on. All right? So set an altar up to divinity as you celebrate it. Reach into your spirit realm folk and ask them to help open up to you. All right? And then ask the elementals, or the elements, not elementals, completely different video, the elements to guide you. And where you sit those items is your personal correspondence for where you're at in the moment. Now, does that mean when you move you got to redo it? Potentially, it depends on how far you move away. Magic is very much part of the dirt we stand on, and we need to recognize that. It's not some, 15th century German scholars, occult book who says that this is what the elements are. All right? Develop your relationship with air, okay? This is a place where we get creativity, we get inspiration, okay? Lean into it and journey well, my magical friends. That is the best blessing I can give anybody and everybody, including myself. So, thank you all so much for joining me. And of course, I'm going to say hit the subscribe button. And we have the YouTube join button. Please help support the House of Witchcraft. We put out 3 videos or more a week. Plus, we have additional surprises coming up. And also, as always, I am an author. I've published several books on the subject of hoodoo and witchcraft. Please check them out in the links following. All right, thanks so much, witches. Have a bright, blessed day. Amen. Blessed be, Ashe, and Ababo.